All right. Hey, it's Sean over at Higher League Chill, and I've got a really just a super fine-tuned branding machine right here. Stacey's going to join me. Stacey, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you, Sean?
Good. Tell us a little bit about yourself, and then we'll just get into a little bit of how things are going on recruiting end for you.
Sure. I'm Stacey Rubio, and I own Mod Maids Cleaning here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and we're kind of a retro themed cleaning company. So yeah,
Yep.
and
Love it. Love it. So I you came, how did you hear about us again?
actually, you were referred to me by another cleaning business owner here in Tulsa, Teresa McConnell from Level
Awesome.
Up Cleaning.
Okay, Teresa. And so what were some of the issues you were having, Stacy, before you found out about Hire, Lead, and Chill and the recruiting system we have?
So basically, I was just putting an ad out there and waiting for people to reply and then having to sort through these people and going through the whole process of people not getting back with you and no shows. And then when they get here, you're just like, what is this? What is happening? Yeah, it's not easy. It is not easy trying to handle this by yourself.
Yeah, yeah. And then how many, so when you came to us and we're, onboarded and completely set up in our system and we were ready to go live, how long from that point did it take to start to see some applications and maybe an interview or two come in?
The same day, 2 hours.
That
uh,
I didn't know. I really didn't know it was that fast. I'll take that every day of the week.
No, I'm serious. So it was literally like 2 hours, and I started having appointments set. Not, I
Yeah.
mean, they weren't just turning in applications, they were setting up appointments. Um, we had that was a Tuesday, and the interviews were set for Friday, and I had two options for times, and the first one was filled up, and the second one was almost filled up, and we allowed 10 people per interview.
Right.
So now I'm not going to say they all showed up,
Right.
but the ones that did were
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's fine. That so we'll take a couple people over nothing every day of the
Right,
week, right?
right.
Awesome. Awesome. Um, so you've got a couple people hired, and what do you think was the best thing maybe about the system or the service that we provided for you?
Mostly the automated side of it, because I mean, let's face it, I'm still wearing a lot of hats in my business, and this is just something I did not have time for. I did not have time to handle the fine details, and it does that for you. It's automated, and not only is it automated, but Nicole, also is working in the background to, help people if they're asking questions, things you don't have time for. I don't have time
Yeah.
to answer these random little questions and all these things until it gets to the day of, and then of course then it's all me. But the getting up to that point has that's
Right.
what's been the most beneficial, but also the fact that you are sending us qualified leads. It's not just anyone can apply. There's that threshold that they have to get through in that screening process, and I think that makes all the difference, because if someone isn't, and it doesn't always mean they're still going to be a fit, but you have a
Yep.
much better chance based on the research and basically the scientific process that you're using, and
Yep.
that's just been amazing.
Great. Thank you. That's the two biggest positive pieces of feedback that we get are one, our account managers, which you mentioned, Nikki, who's phenomenal. She used to run one of my businesses for us.
Mhm.
So she knows how to operate a business. She knows what you're going through every single day. And then the other thing is qualified candidates. And you mentioned something that I talk about often in there, Stacey, when you were talking there, and that is, you know, it's not a perfect system because recruiting's not perfect. It is just increasing the odds of getting really good qualified people, hopefully interviewed and hired, and they fit good for you. So I appreciate that. Feedback's perfect. I often talk about that. Talk just a little bit and we'll wrap it up because I know you're busy and you need to train a few people now. talk a
I
little
have
bit
an
about,
interview actually coming up
do you? Oh,
so yeah.
awesome, awesome, awesome. Um, talk a little bit about maybe the value, the price and what you get for that price, and then what is it that you would recommend? Why use Hire Lead Chill? And then I'll wrap it up from there because I know you're busy.
Sure. So the most important thing for me is that if you're planning to scale your business, like if you're in growth mode, like you're trying to grow, um, the best thing that you can do is have people in a pipeline, just like your leads on the other side coming in. You always want people coming in. And no, I can't hire everybody that's still applying. I can't do that because obviously I need, we're basing it off of the work and the employees that are coming in.
Yep.
But knowing that there is a pipeline of people to pull from, even if, you can't hire them today, you know that that person's there and you can always reach back at, maybe they even have another job, but they really wanted to work with you and it's really not working out. What's the worst that can happen is you reach back out to them, so you always have this pool of people to reach back to or to move forward with as you're growing. Even if and Nikki, we were talking yesterday and I was like, I'm so sorry. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I was like, I'm hiring, I'm trying to get work. I'm afraid one's going before the other and I don't know what I'm doing and it's crazy. And should I still keep interviewing? And she's like, yes, you should still keep interviewing. And I'm like, but I don't have time and all this stuff. And she's like talking me off of this ledge. I was like, you probably think I'm crazy. I am crazy. Um, but that is just the most wonderful thing is that you need to have that there. And the value is there because it's just like when you're spending money on marketing and advertising, you have to keep it going. Like it's an investment that if you're going to continue to grow your business, which is obviously the point, I don't want to stop at one team or two teams or three teams. I want to continue to grow as much as work is coming in and as much as employees are coming in. So in order to do that, you have to keep them coming in. So yeah,
Perfect.
it's
Perfect.
wonderful and definitely worth it.
Thank you so much, Stacy, for taking time today. I appreciate it. Anybody out there that's interested in learning about our services and our system, I'm going to post a link to my calendar. Stacy is super busy because she's growing a business like crazy, and but I'm sure that if you messaged her or something, she'd be happy to answer any questions. And
Absolutely.
we're an open book. We're transparent here at Hire Lead Chill, and that's it. Thanks again, Stacy. I wish you the
Thank
best
you
of
so
luck.
much, Sean.
Okay, take good care of